Last time on Stardust Rhapsody. Having just witnessed the death of Rex, the party rushes into the Don's home, eager to finally bring things to an end. Confronting him, they find not the calm, calculating man who's led the Scarlet Eye to unprecedented heights, but a madman unraveling along with his schemes. Nito casts them into a pit, sentencing them to death, consumed by his chimeric Rangadon. The party dispatches it quickly in an explosive fight on a battleground of bone. The Don has been executing his own people for fear of betrayal, and he's done so by the dozens. Escaping the pit and making their way back in and through the mansion, the party sees the familiar, strange markings impossible to make out all throughout the house. Eventually, they make their way to the last room that stands between them and the Don, and they find it filled with goons. The Scarlet Goons make one last stand before the party shuts their eye for the final time. The Syndicate in ruins, the party confronts the Don for the last time. They find him drained and near lifeless as the Viceroy had clearly begun to tie up loose ends. Rhett sets his cannon to disintegrate, and the Don turns to ash, melting with the odd snow of the room. The realization of what comes next barely has a moment to occur to them as an engine roars outside and a voice comes over the comms. Miraculously, Rex survived. He takes the Don's ship as payment for his troubles and heads out for parts unknown. For the first time in a long time, a free man. Maybe Lady Luck really is on his side. You stand in Don Nito Contralto's office, the final resting place of the ashen remains that mix among the swirling snow and ash that drift across the space on the cold wind that blows in from the open window, where you spy the final glint of the crime lord's pleasure cruiser as Rex Maxim leaves orbit to find his own destiny among the stars. The long shadows creep along the surfaces as you look back to the task at hand and survey the office. Don Nito Contralto may be dead, and the Scarlet Eye Syndicate may be doomed to crumble, but the danger is far from over. Pixel. You are lost in the darkness. Frigid wind bites your flesh, and swirling plumes of gloom swallow each path of escape that you search for. You call out to your friends to help you, but there is no response. You call out to Grobulus J. Weedlevox to help you, but he does not materialize. Not this time. Despite your best efforts, you try to call out to anyone to save you, but your voice leaves you, and silence blankets you. Then you see his form take shape in the gloom, punctuated with the two discs of scarlet that slowly grow larger as he approaches, looming taller and larger with each passing moment. His voice is as cold as the frozen air, even colder. Songbird, in your companion's time of need, you were powerless to aid them. They put themselves in the path of annihilation to keep your own spark alive. You wish to be there for them, for only you among them can sing the song of creation. And yet you are here with me. I am the one who is called to you, watched you from the shadows, made you the rising star you were for as long as you could stop yourself from following, feasted upon your very soul, if only just a taste. But that morsel was not enough. It will never be enough. You know this better than anyone, for you and I are one and the same. There is a pit within us, and ever-growing emptiness we seek to fill,
And the more we seek to fill it, the larger it grows. The larger the void grows. But there is hope yet for you. Hope for me. All you must do is be at my side and sing. Sing the dirge. Be the first note of the nocturne that ushers in the long night.
Suddenly, you jolt awake in a strange and cold room shrouded in darkness, snow, and ash. And although your nightmare is over, you have the horrific realization that you can feel his presence in this room. He is here. He is with you. Behind the wall, his presence rings out like a cacophony.
What, Pigs? You're okay? You're alive!
Oh, God.
You okay?
No, he's here.
You okay?
He's here.
No, he's not. He's not.
Oh, my gosh, did you see that? No.
He's no. Pigs, it's okay. It's okay.
Is Pix all right?
Yeah, Pigs, are you okay? Look at me.
No.
Hold on. Let me take a look. How are you feeling?
Not good.
I would like to try to, get a sense of her vitals, see how she's feeling. Does she have a pulse? Is she a vampire thrall? I don't know.
Also roll a medicine check.
7.
It's really cold in here.
I'd say with a 7, there are things that are very easy to discern. Does she have a pulse? Yes.
Okay.
Does she seem to be a vampire thrall? No. The heat that's returned to her, yeah, she does not seem to be changed into a member of the Silent. She seems to be very much alive and returning to health, but weakened.
You look okay, Pix.
Is my makeup all right?
Don't worry about that.
I mean, girls always gotta worry about. Oh! It's cold in here. He's here. I can feel him everywhere.
Who's here?
The Viceroy is here. I can feel him all over.
You have this strong sensation that the presence that you sense, that deep innate cold that emanates from the Viceroy, that resonates with you, it feels as though it's coming directly from behind the wall to the left of his desk.
He's there. The wall. By the corner there. I can feel it. It looks like it's shadows there sometimes when I look too long.
All right. Blow it open.
Stand back.
I take a few steps back.
I just shoot a regular shot from my grav gun.
You shoot the wall, and you come to find that this is a normal, almost shoddily constructed space in the wall, as if it's intended to be taken down quickly for at any point or reason. You blast open a hole in this wall. What you see beyond it is a very small metal room. Around the edges, you see those same runic markings. Blood spreads across the floor and against the walls. In the center of it, a single pedestal, and on it, an item. What you find is a strange tetrahedron made of crimson metal, each of its 4 sides marked with strange geometric symbols. One of its sides, the one facing you, glows with a dull, humming burgundy light along the glyphs and patterns. It's difficult to tell if it's an art relic, a piece of technology, or something else entirely.
I throw my cigarette on the ground, and without looking at
He's not there, Pix. You're okay.
Oh,
What
fuck.
is it? What's in there?
It's not him. Don't worry,
Hey,
Pix. You're safe.
Don't come over here. Keep
careful.
Pixel away, all right?
He's fine. He's
Careful.
fine.
Don't go in there.
It's okay. You don't have to worry about him, Pix. You worry about yourself, okay?
This is the only thing in the
not
room
worry
where
about
you
him.
find no evidence of the Viceroy.
Stay close to
He's
me, all
out
right?
here. You're okay, Pix.
I'm right behind you, Pike.
I take a step
Oh,
into the
don't let
room,
him touch it.
It's okay, Pix.
and I raise
what
the
he does.
gauntlet, and I take a couple of steps in cautiously as I try to walk towards this thing.
Nothing bars your movement as you attempt to walk towards this thing. You feel that similar thrumming that you felt as you put your hand against the wall. The energy is unmistakable.
I'm like super heightened awareness at this point, like just trying to be ready for anything, but I am going to get within arm's reach of it and attempt to pick it up.
It is clear to you, almost upon seeing it, that this relic has some connection to the Viceroy.
How big is it?
Only about that size.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna try to pick it up.
You pick it up, and you feel that thrumming resonance, that thrumming energy, and you know for certain that this has something to do with the Viceroy. This is a relic of some power, and it would be foolish to leave it behind, open and exposed.
All right. Hey, Rhett, we gotta take this thing with us.
What the fuck is it?
It's definitely got some connection with the Viceroy.
Oh my God.
1000%. I'd bet every note I ever made on it.
And yeah, we're taking it.
No, we should destroy it.
As he touches it, Pixel, and begins to bring it into the room, you get that sickening feeling in your stomach. Are you still in the room, or have you
Yeah, I'm
walked
still
it
in the
back
room. I'm
into
kind of towards the edge of the room where Rhett was like waiting for me. I brought it back like towards him. I haven't quite left the room yet, but I'm like at the edge of the opening that he created.
Okay.
To like show him basically what I've got.
What the fuck is that thing?
I don't know. I've never seen anything like this before, but I can tell that there's some connection here for sure.
I don't like the way it makes me feel.
As you look at it,
That makes two of
Pixel,
us.
you recognize the symbols on it. Even from where you are, you can see them. They're the same symbols that were on the Viceroy's pendant and inlaid in the speakers in the Glitz room.
I recognize those markings.
What?
The Viceroy, you know, when I was performing for him when he was trying to take me out, or whatever he was trying to do to me, he had a pendant and it had those markings on it. But not just that, the speakers at the Glitz room where he used to perform, the red ones, those, it was on there.
And you almost hear a double knock in your head as you picture Weedlevox's ring
Stop it.
with the same emblem emblazoned on it.
And Weedlevox's ring. They all look like that. They're all connected in some way. And I don't feel so good.
It's okay, Pix. You're gonna be okay.
No, it doesn't mean I don't
You're
like
gonna
the way
be
it
okay. Weedlevox
feels.
is dead. The Viceroy is gone, and we will kill him. Don't worry. The Don is dead.
There's something wrong with that thing.
Well, that all but confirms it.
We need to take it with us, Pixel. The Don himself, before he went, he had nothing to lose. He was a dead man, and he still made it very fucking clear that this doesn't end as long as the Viceroy's alive. And if this is connected to him in some way, maybe we can use it, or, I don't know, hack it, something.
I can definitely take a look. I just need more time.
And I'll sort of take some things and move some tools around, or move them, put them in pockets and stuff. And this should be able to contain it.
I haven't been able to help since they blew a hole in the wall. I've been multitasking. I've been listening and I've been watching, making sure the Pixel's okay, making sure that the tetrahedron doesn't explode in Pike's face, all of these things. With that said, I am going to start to mess with the terminal. I'm going to boot it up. I'm going to endeavor to get past any passwords that there might be if I need to, but just starting to look through files and see if I can find any information that might be relevant.
You hack into this terminal almost with ease. You find a series of files, information, all laid out in front of you. The drive lays open at your fingertips. You don't think that you have the time to sit here and sift through everything, however. So you go to copy over the drive, copy the file, download everything.
If I feel like I can find the data core or whatever, like I would select all and I would hit Control A, Control C, Control V in my own like easy money. Just I got it. You
start copying everything over to your grid spiker, and it's as you do this that there's a momentary blip as you're downloading.
Come on.
An automated response triggers as you dig deeper into his terminal. The screen suddenly flickers with a dull digital green, and a recording of Don Nito Contralto appears as the signal lights on the computer ping rapidly.
Hey guys, I found a recording.
The Don's face looks full and has color. The lines of immense stress and collapse not yet present. The speakers crackle as he speaks to you from the past.
It's like an automated message just playing by itself.
Attention all captains of the Scarlet Eye. If you are receiving this transmission, I am dead, and the organization we have built is leaderless. I present to you the opportunity to continue our work, if you have the resolve to do so. I have transmitted the coordinates of my private estate, which contains the wealth, technology, and information to continue my mission. It is here for you to take if you have the strength, will, and ruthlessness to lead. Good luck.
Of course he has a fucking dead man switch. Damn it.
I guess it's time to go.
A dead man switch? What the fuck is that?
Wait, what does this mean?
Can you undo it, Ziggy?
No, it already went out. It went out as soon as he was dead. I just found the recording. That's all.
This is already gone out?
It must have gone out moments ago, yeah.
You can see through the computer that an irreversible beacon has begun to ping from your location, from the office, pigging out all throughout the galaxy, like a constant pulsating target of where to go.
Anyone would be able to pick up the signal if they had the right protocol. They would be able to see it.
This is not our first time dealing with the dead man switch. I don't want to talk about it right now, but we need to go.
I mean, yeah, we don't have time. Can you just fucking rip the hard drive out? Let's get the fuck out of here.
Do I feel like I could, if there's a cassette or a zip disk style button that I can push that just gets me the data, I'm through copying. Like I'll have copied everything I can to the Grid Boy, but like if I can just take this fucking laptop to go, I'll grab the data. Or if there's just a few seconds left, I can wait for the progress.
I would say that you feel like 15 more seconds and you just have the contents of the drive.
I just need 15 more seconds.
We have time, but we don't know. I mean, the closest red belt might be light years away, or it might be fucking on world. We have no idea. So,
If they're on world, they're gonna be here pretty fucking quick.
Yeah, we gotta go straight to the ship and back.
Do what you gotta do. Let's grab what we can grab and let's get the hell out of here.
Pike, we go to your room. The tetrahedron with that strange thrum, still almost pulsing in your hand.
I will place this tetrahedron like in the middle of the room on the floor. And I will sit down in front of it with my legs crossed in front of me. And so that I can kind of rest my arms on my knees, kind of like a meditative pose. As I begin to just kind of look at it, I think about something that I haven't done for potentially a very long time. And I will close my eyes in this pose and bow my head and attempt to say a prayer to my god, Alara. Okay, all right, come on. You can do this. Alara, Lightbringer, Queen of Love and Beauty, Phoenix Rising. You are still my goddess, and I am still your god hand. I walk the path of truth, freedom, beauty, and love. Fill me with the light of your sun.
The tetrahedron sits in front of you. It's one glowing face staring back at you. You sit over it and you pray to Alara, something you've not done in a very long time. And you feel the flow of energy of your soul almost as it moves through your body as you call out. As it moves down your arm, through your gauntlet, and into the gem that rests within it. You pray over this object, hoping to get a response, and none comes. You continue this for hours. The only sound around you, the quiet hum of the Rhapsody's engines. You turn your focus inward and feel the flowing currents of your soul coursing through you. You search within you and without. You become even more aware of the gauntlet on your hand as you meditate and pray. You lose all track of time as you spend each moment trying to become more in tune with your soul, like you used to do so often. Reaching out for answers like you used to do so often in your youth. After hours pass, you begin to feel like it isn't working, like you've lost the connection you once had, that you are alone in the galaxy. But then, right before you lose hope, you feel a presence at the center of your right hand, and the wisdom comes to you. You feel the true radiance of the Lightbringer within you for the first time in so many years. You are still a disciple, but this revelation confirms your worst fears. The device before you is from Cacophony. It is of Cacophony. Its frequencies are tuned to the discordant powers, and you suddenly realize the truth of what you're facing. Discordant, malevolent fiends of the hellish dimension of Cacophony, hateful entities of corruption and pain, always seeking to defile and twist the harmony of the sapient peoples of the galaxy to become of them. Every thinking being with a soul is under threat from the four tones of discordant. There have always been four, there will always be four, both aligned and opposed in their aims. Then your memories and experiences connect through the divine inspiration, and you connect the dots and realize you have encountered all four tones in your life in different degrees. Thrill, a mad clown on the run from his past and fighting against his very nature, a battle he knows he will ultimately lose. Instinct, footage from a mission briefing, not intended for your eyes. A civilization fighting against extinction, against a swarming mass of carapace and mandible. Entropy, the man in the darkness glaring at you behind red lenses while slipping into the shadows. The abomination drained of hellish blood felled by a lucky shot. The cryptic symbols that hum on the glowing face of the tetrahedron before you. And finally, progress. The thundering engine. The acrid smog. The eruption of hellfire from smoking pistols. The heavy, measured, clanking steps of long, thin metal legs. The shadow cast over your broken body in the killing blow. That mechanical face staring down at you with the nonsensical mixture of malicious spite, sick enjoyment, and steel indifference. The name he spoke to you before blowing your head off. a voice with the gravel of grinding gears and smoldering sulfur. Cain. Then you open your eyes, the wisdom delivered, and you have a horrid realization that while the entropy side of the device before you still hums with the glowing burgundy, a new face of the shape radiates with a garish crimson, the side of progress. It flares like a siren for just a moment before fading. So quick, you're not sure if your eyes were playing tricks on you. But then you smell the smoke and sulfur, and you are filled with an overwhelming fear, the likes of which you have not experienced for over a decade.
The moment that I smell that smoke and I think that I see that flare of the other face of this object, I immediately recoil in fear, kicking the tetrahedron across the room, and I scream, "No! No! Damn it!"
It clatters across the room, slides on the ground, it bounces across the many faces until it lands the face of entropy pointed at you, lit, unsure whether anything else had illuminated on it. Though your strikes are strong, it's clear it is completely unmarred on any surface.
Immediately, the only thing that I think about in my mind is I need to find Rhett.
What happened?
We need to talk.
Is it bad?
It's not good.
Sit down.
I'm sorry to come to you like this. Remember a few weeks ago, I told you to be prepared. That something bad was coming, the nightmares were coming back. I don't believe in premonitions, but I think I was right. That thing that we found, it's definitely of cacophony.
Yeah, I mean, it's demons from hell, right? Like, that's what you said. But that thing, it's like from there? It's from hell?
I think so.
Oh my God.
Look, I don't know for sure, but I'd bet money on it. You know that I tell you more than I tell anybody.
I know.
And I know I've mentioned the society before, but
Yeah.
I gotta come clean, Red.
Look, you don't have to, but look, I the Polaris Society, they're a social club, and they need help. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
The society, they masquerade as some sort of a social club, but it's not what it is. All right, I felt like I didn't have a purpose. All right, I was bouncing around. They picked me up. They found me. I don't know if they said they saw something inside of me, right? Maybe it's the connection that I had with my God. Maybe it's the connection with the gauntlet. I don't know. But they spoke to me and they made me feel like I could go see the galaxy, that I could do good. Well, it started off pretty tame, and next thing I knew, though, I was carrying out hits. Like, yeah, I mean, we were assassinating bad people, but at the end of the day, that's what I was doing. I was assassinating people. But then all of a sudden, it's a slippery slope, right? You start doing things that you wake up one day and you're like, how did I get here? I wasn't so sure anymore. And I think I realized that I'd been more or less indoctrinated into whatever they were telling me to do. I was so blind. And then, that damn mission. That damned mission that I've told you about so many times. It was just another hit. Some guy that we had to kill. The group was in position. I saw him. We all did. His family was there, Red. I wasn't gonna let it stop me. There were kids there. I wasn't gonna hesitate. The job was the job. The guy had to go. Everything was set, just like it always is. Then it happened. That thing came. The one that I've told you about.
The one that killed you.
Yeah. Machine, man, I don't know, but the smell. I can remember the smell, and not just the people, but whatever it is. It's still in my nostrils. In the nightmares. And I was lying there. I couldn't move. I was shaken. The fear. I couldn't move my legs. And that thing, it walked right up to me. It leveled its weapon directly at my head. And that was it. I died. Right then and there, I was dead. And to this day, I don't know how I'm sitting next to you.
You don't have to answer this. But did you kill your mark? That day?
I don't know. I don't know. That thing, it had a reason to show up, and I don't know. Whether the mark is still out there or that thing is still out there. I can feel it. I think that's why I'm still having these nightmares.
And was this... Did this unlock for you? What actually happened? How did you learn this? How did you...
I think spending time with that thing. I locked it up in my room. Don't worry, it's safe. I spent some time. For the first time in a long time, I meditated. I prayed. I prayed to Alara. And I felt something. I felt something for the first time in a long time. And I think I was gifted some sort of wisdom, knowledge. But right now, that's neither here nor there. I gotta get this off my chest. When I came to, I was a mess. And quite frankly, I think I still am. I failed every eval they put me through. They wanted me out. And quite frankly, I didn't want to stay. Do you know what happened?
What? Why? Why'd you stay?
Ophelia vouched for me.
Shit.
Yeah. She said that I was fine. She said that I could go on. And she vouched for me. I begged her to leave with me. I told you this. I told everyone this. I said that I thought it was a setup.
Yeah, a setup. And you tried your best.
That was a lie. Maybe I believed it at the time, but it was a lie that I told myself. I was terrified. Look, there was a period of time where I wasn't scared of dying. I wasn't afraid of death. You can't be to be an assassin, to be a hitman. But when that thing was standing over me, and I knew that my time was up, I was scared. And when I came back, I was scared. And I ran. And I left Ophelia, and I left the team, and people died. And I don't think she'll ever forgive me. And I don't blame her. But I didn't want to risk it. I didn't want to face that thing again. And I don't know if Polaris is looking for me. I don't know if they care. Who knows? But I fucked up. There's a lot of blood on these hands.
Do you think Alara brought you back?
It's possible. I chosen to believe that a lot of the time. But sometimes I have doubts. My faith hasn't always been as strong as it's been or was. When you found me, and we first linked up, I was just running. And I think I'm still running. From my past, from that thing. And I think I'm on borrowed time. I think it's only a matter of time before Kane finds me.
I mean, this was a decade ago, more. I mean, maybe he just thinks you're dead.
Maybe. Maybe that's been my only saving grace. But why now? Why after all this time now? We're getting tangled up with all these discordant again.
Maybe it's the universe or harmony or fate or the fucking gods of Agathos. Maybe it's Alara's way of telling you, I don't know, it's time to maybe get back to who you were. I just hope that everything's gonna be okay. How you feeling? Any better?
No. But I didn't think I was gonna suddenly just feel okay. And that's all right.
That is all right. Can you try to get some sleep?
Yeah. Look, whatever that thing is, wherever it came from, I don't think it'll be easily destroyed. And I think it's our connection to the Viceroy. We gotta use it. I know that Pixel doesn't like it. I know that the others are wary of it, but I think that we can utilize it to our benefit. Even Pixel. You gotta trust me on this one.
I trust you. Look, this is way out of my fucking realm of expertise. This is all you, and I'm gonna trust whatever decision you make on how we handle this. But like I said before, I'd like to have all the information before we make any decisions.
Yeah.
We still got a week to the guild outpost. Ziggy's gotta, go through his files. Maybe he'll find something where, easy enough, we just go to these coordinates, we find the Viceroy, and we kill him. I don't think it's gonna be that easy, but maybe I'll say a prayer to Alara the Lector.
Yeah. It couldn't hurt, whoever's listening, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take mine to go. I'm gonna grab my drink as I stand up. Say, I know you won't, but just don't say anything to the others yet.
You know I won't. And if there's ever anything else you want to tell me, in all the years we've known each other, I will never pry. So, your sole fucking discretion, Pike.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good night.
Good night.
Ziggy, it takes you 3.5 weeks to break into the Don's hard disk, but you eventually do so. In the code, as you deconstruct it, you find a signature at the very end as you finally crack it using the skeleton key. It's almost this dancing icon of a laughing face before you dismiss it and you break through the final level of encryption.
Okay.
And signed in the code, you see the name XXX Mega Destroyer XXX. And the E's are 3s.
Oh, he's using 3s for the E's? Oh! What do I learn when I finally access the archives of the Dawn?
When you finally code break this data disk, the full picture unfolds to you. Even breaking it, it takes you several hours to comb through all of the relevant
There's a
data.
lot here.
You find out the following things. One of the most pertinent pieces of information. The Viceroy, not a name, a title. The person who has eluded you for so long. The reasoning. You've had nothing to go on except a viceroy in the Cavalon Empire. You learn his name.
I learned the Viceroy's name.
The Viceroy is Lord Harkon Morvain.
Lord Harkon Morvain.
He is the Viceroy of Sturlock, on the edge of the Cavalon Empire.
Sturlock.
Although he appears human to conduct his duties, this is a disguise, and he is decidedly not human. You find information reflecting that upon their first meeting, Don Nito felt that he had entrapped the Viceroy, and that he was working for him. And it wasn't until much later that he found that he was in fact the one in the trap. And it was too late by the time he himself discovered that Lord Harkon was not who he was meant to be, and instead a discordant. He spent time trying to figure out how to get out from under the thumb of the Viceroy. He spent millions of notes researching ways to kill him.
Researching ways to kill the Viceroy.
Researching ways to kill the Viceroy.
I immediately opened that file. I double click.
He spent
Gotta have a backup plan in your pocket.
unbelievable amounts of notes. Not that would make you shudder, but that would impress you. In the quest to develop a weapon that he could use to destroy the Viceroy and get out from under his influence. In all that time, with all that money, he uncovered nothing.
Well, balls.
He discovered that there was a form of a shadow that seemed to protect him, that seemed to immerse himself. It made him difficult to capture in any form, digitized camera, even to look directly at him. His form was hard to grasp.
Okay.
Which we witnessed.
Yeah.
You did witness.
And on the cameras too, right?
In the lab.
So that's the result of this veil thing. Whatever is surrounds him.
He's
It's
cloaked
not.
in a form of a shadow
He's
veil.
cloaked in some sort of a thing. Okay.
You find basically research notes that every single hypothesis ends in the result. He is almost immune to any form of standard weaponry.
Oh boy.
There are finally notes from Nito himself that reference him resigning to the abandonment of the pursuit to trying to defeat or kill the Viceroy.
Okay.
And instead ensure that his value was never, he would always have value and he was never useless to the Viceroy. This identifies the beginning of Redline and the work on Rubedo. And that is the content of the information you find.
I will run out, and I will find wherever the rest of the gang is.
Team meeting.
Team meeting.
You call a team meeting.
I call a team meeting, and
I'm there.
I got it! I cracked the code! I finally did it! I know I said it was going to take 15 minutes, and to be fair, once I cracked the code, it only took about 15 minutes for me to compile all this, I swear.
Your judge and perception of how long it's going to take you to do something is the worst I've ever seen, Ziggy.
It's not my fault! It was Mega Destroyer.
Who?
Oh, he left his signature. The person who encrypted the data files for Don Vito's name is Mega Destroyer. I'm gonna find him, and I'm gonna crush him.
What did you learn?
I learned a whole lot. Look, I found out the Viceroy's true name. I found out where he is.
All right.
His name is Lord Harkon Morvain. He's Viceroy of Sturlock. It's and I pull up a chart to show where Sturlock is. Maybe if I know it.
You were able to put you can effectively have the coordinates, and it's on the edge of the Cavalon Empire. Now that you have his true name, he is basically findable.
I push my glasses up, I click, and on one of the large displays, you see what is essentially a default PowerPoint template presentation, and the chart bounces into view.
Oh, God.
Oh, lords.
And then a bullet point appears, and it like waves in as Lord Harkon Morvain, Viceroy of Sturlock. Oh, and he's not a human. I learned that too. Don Vito wrote everything in here.
Nito.
What? What am I saying?
Don Nito.
Don Nito. I'm sorry. Why am I saying Vito?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Wait, so all we gotta do is just kick his door in and kill him. Now we know where he is.
Yeah, I think we have to find him. But there's one other piece, which is to say, and I switch over to the next slide. Invincibility cloak. Don, he spent millions of notes trying to crack this code, but he could never figure out how to kill him. He never really wanted to serve the Viceroy in the first place. He thought he had the upper hand, and then I guess it got switcherooed, and then he realized that the only way to keep himself useful was to develop Redline and Rubedo and all these other drugs so that he could stay alive. Otherwise, he would just get crushed under the Viceroy's thumb. But there was no way to kill him. He never figured it out. If the Don couldn't figure it out, I don't know what we're gonna do. But he's cloaked by this shield of invincibility. Nothing's gonna get through.
Red, I know you're not gonna like this, but I think it's time I make a call. There's only one person in this entire galaxy that I know that'll have any information about this at all.
Ziggy.
We just gotta find her.
Oh, it's her.
The one and only Ophelia Kalos. Her mother was the director of
we
the
just
Polaris
gotta answer
Society
Oh.
when I worked there. Ophelia was ranked a lot higher than I was in the society, and thus she has access to more information and all sorts of other stuff that I was never privy to.
What makes you think she's gonna answer the phone if you call?
I don't think she's gonna answer the phone if I call, and that's gonna be the challenging part, is finding her. If Ophelia doesn't want to be found, she's not gonna be found.
So what you're saying is, we have another manhunt on our hands.
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, where do we even start? How do we even begin?
We can do what we do best, I guess, and get to hunting.
Ophelia. Behind you, the raucous noises of Nexus repossessions interrupting your carefully planned out vacation. In front of you, the glittering oceans and tropical islands stretching out paint the most beautiful backdrop to familiar sight. 5 people approach you from the water. At the front, you see Pike and Red.
You've got to be kidding me. Of all the beaches, you end up on this one.
How's it going, Ophelia?
Well, could be better, could be worse. Got a drink in my hand. They haven't taken that yet from me.
What's going on here? Money troubles?
There was a little misunderstanding. I apparently slipped off on a payment somewhere along the way, and I'm sure it'll get sorted out. Careful with that! Careful! Do you know how much that cost?
2 robots go by with a giant carved statue of Ophelia as they move it into a cargo hauler.
Looks like that ain't yours anymore.
Oh, they just finished it. It was perfect.
I hate to admit it, but we have to talk.
I can't possibly imagine what we have to talk about.
Yeah, you can't even begin to guess.
We're not coming for our share, all right? We're not worried about that.
Well, that's good news because it's gone.
Clearly. Yeah, there's nothing left to take. But we need your help. And Pike thinks you have the skills or the knowledge or both to help us.
Look, here's the deal. You know that we've been on the tail of the Dawn and this whole Redline thing for a long time. And obviously that's when our paths crossed at the casino. Once we were able to get close enough to the Don, some things happened. We learned, he mentioned that he was going to turn this new drug, Rubedo, right? We found out that there was a connection with the Red Line, and ultimately that there was somebody over the Don, the Viceroy. This guy is bad news, real bad news. He's not just some guy. We have reason to believe and proof that he's... And I look around. Discord.
Discord?
Yeah, we've managed to get ourselves mixed up into some real serious shit.
Well, you always manage to, but what could make you possibly think that?
Look, I'm happy to show you the proof. I'm happy to walk you through it, but right now you just have to trust what I'm saying. Look, you know as well as any of us do that this guy's basically untouchable. And if we're gonna take him on, we need some way to harm him.
He's
Why
not.
would you bother? Why would you even want to take on something like that?
This won't end until he's dead. Really dead.
We've got targets on us for everything that we've done so far, and the bounty will help us pay off all of our debts. We're deep in the hole.
The bounty's huge, right? You're broke, just like us.
Look, if you
One
want
of
to
us.
speak your
So
language,
it's about money.
well, I want to get Red Line or any fucking derivative out off the streets, out of the fucking galaxy, right? But there's some kind of patron that's funding these bounties for the guilds, and I don't know who it is, but they know that the Don wasn't the source of this. And it sounds like the bounty for turning in or killing the Viceroy is going to be immense. And so, if you want a share of that bounty, your fair share, 1/6, then I can promise you that. And I'll leave you with more than a fucking poker chip.
And
Sorry about that.
yeah, I can tell how broken up you are about it. At the end of the day, you're the only person I know that has high enough clearance within the society to know anything about this.
Had clearance.
While they're having this conversation with you, it occurs to you, it's not just the money, it's not just the potential to do good, but you were a relatively high-ranking member in Polaris, a team leader. Pike carried out certain missions. You were a cut above. You know of Discord, you know of Discordant, you've dealt with it before. This is an extremely prominent thing, even for a Polaris member to be able to take down. And should you align with this mission, not only is there the promise of a potential payout of notes, but it would occur to you that this may possibly be a way back in, if that's something you should choose to seek.
All right. So, my family has some technology that is helpful in situations like this. Some ammunition that can help bring down a discordant. So, all we have to do is get that.
Well, where do we
You're
get
golden.
it from?
Well, from my family's estate.
Oh,
The
well,
vault.
that's easy then, right? You just walk in there, you just grab it, and then we go.
I wish it was going to be that easy. We've got to get to my family's estate and make it into the vault. That's where they keep this technology. So if you're up for a little bit of travel, then we can go. It's on Sethera, the estate.
That sounds easy, right?
I mean, it sounds really easy. I mean, it sounds barely an inconvenience.
Yeah.
You're being cagey. Why does it sound like we have to steal from the vault?
Why would we? It's a family's vault. Why would we have to steal from
It's
the
our
vault? That's
family's
ridiculous.
vault. That's
That's what I'm
it's our
wondering.
stuff.
It's not stealing. It's borrowing. It's not stealing. I just haven't seen Mummy in a while. It'll be fine. We'll get what we need and take care of this person, the Viceroy.
And you'll help us all the way through?
I
Until
will
he's
help
taken
you
care of?
all the way through. I'll have to. This ammunition is designed specially for the type of rifle that I use.
Of course. Yeah, you were listening to this?
Well, I mean, she's earning her 1/6. See, I made a
I
fair
told
judgment
you.
on that,
You
Pike.
needed me.
All right.
I was trained for this.
She's got the training. She's got the ammunition.
You're the one who would be able to take the shot and take him out for good?
Yes, I could do it. I'll meet you at the ship.
You make your way to the large double door at the mansion entrance, filigree with beautiful decoration and adorned with statues of gorgonites, birds, and other beautiful visages. Ophelia presses a button on the panel beside the door. It's not long until a loud beep and the doors open. Within the foyer stands an elderly Ammonite dressed in the typical uniform of a butler. His fungal colors are fairly monochromatic, with a fungal mustache on his upper lip, almost in the form of morel caps. He looks at you with a mild, nonplussed stare, and Belvedere, your family's butler, greets you. Welcome home, Mistress Ophelia.
Belvedere. How are you?
I'm well, thank you for asking. Your mother does wish you would call, however.
I'm sure she just didn't get my messages. You know how things are.
Of course, mistress, that must be the case. He bows a little, nods his head down as you speak, as he takes you into the foyer of your grand home. And this is exceptionally large and impressive. Any of you walking in here would be not stunned, but certainly you would have thought Ophelia came from potentially a nice family, a nice home, as you'd heard stories from Pike. But this is a little beyond.
I'll show them around the estate.
As you wish, mistress. I will prepare the sweets. You take your leave, of course, of your home. Wherever you may go, we will bring along refreshments shortly.
I appreciate it, Belvedere. It's good to be home.
It is my pleasure to greet you, mistress. It has been so long.
It has. All right. So, I mentioned earlier that the goal of this, what we're trying to get out, is a special type of ammunition. It's kept in the vault, and it's what's going to let you defeat someone of a discordant nature. Do you know what type of discordant you're working with?
We have an idea, yeah.
So, basically what you're saying is you have holy ammunition, holy bullets.
Essentially, yes. As I mentioned, my family has been a part of this society for quite a long time, generations. Like I said, the ammunition is in the family vault, down under the estate. It's going to be difficult for us to get in there. Mummy added quite a few devices,
Security measures.
security measures over the years. The other thing that we'll have to do is get by Belvedere.
Oh, fuck.
I know he looks old, but
How old is he?
Nobody really knows. He's looked like that since I was a child. So we'll need to sneak past him when he's sleeping.
So can we do it tonight? I mean, I don't want to necessarily rush this, but
I do.
I think it's important that we move quickly here.
Yeah, if we
We've-
can only stay here a couple of days and he only sleeps like a couple hours a night. If we aren't successful tonight, we only got a couple more tries.
She's right. We need to see what we're dealing with getting into the vault.
So tonight we do some reconnaissance, and then the next night we pull off this. I can't wait to say it, heist.
Your enthusiasm is adorable.
I think I mean, is there anything we need to know besides just be prepared and we're quite capable.
It's just another vault.
Yeah. So I think we wait until he goes to sleep. Maybe in the meantime.
I'll show you to the guest quarters. Get comfortable. We'll bide our time until this evening when he goes down to rest. And then I'll guide you to the vault.
Before you is a heavy blast door, flanked on either side by beautiful statues of phoenixes and shapely feminine forms. Glinting gems of all shades of a neon sun are adorned along the mantle. You can see that this vault is heavily fortified and the defenses are immense. However, as soon as you all approach, Pike, the gem in your gauntlet glows with a bright pulse.
Excuse me?
And the gems along the walls respond by shining their own hues of sunset. Then a calm voice rings out digitally. You may enter, Disciple of the Lightbringer. Then the blast doors open, revealing a veritable armory combined with a treasure trove. Advanced technology, strange weaponry, religious artifacts, mystical relics, and more all line the walls and shelves. Ophelia, you know it would be very foolish to take more than what you need, but you know where you can find the blessed ammunition.
It just let you in?
Apparently.
What does disciple of the
Unbelievable.
Lightbringer mean?
It's the god, right? The goddess, the Lightbringer. It's, Pike's been opening up over the past couple of weeks about it.
Yeah?
Is he?
Yeah. What do you know? Rather be lucky than good. And I walk into the vault.
Unbelievable.
Well, I'll be damned.
Well, eventually, you find what you seek. A case of rifle shells enchanted by starlight. It looks almost like the condensed will of Agathos itself in bullet form. As you have come across the Ecliptic Round.
Ooh. I think this is it. I know this is it.
Is that it? Did we do it?
This is it. This is what we were looking for.
That's amazing.
I say we quit while we're ahead of the game before our luck does run out and get out of here.
You now know that you do have the box of ammunition of the Ecliptic Round, the light to banish the shadow. You have the item you seek that will help turn the tide in the battle against the Varg. The one thing that will potentially help you push back entropy. You now feel fully equipped to take the fight to the Viceroy.
This is it. This is what we need. Wow. So let's get out of here.
You make your way out of the vault, and at this point you can kind of hedge the edge of the manor as you make your way around. It was so large that you actually were able to land the Rhapsody right on the pad as you approach this place. So you can make short work of making your way back to it, to board, to once more take off into the stars.
Does everybody
We might actually do this. Thanks, Ophelia. And thanks, Pike, for getting us in without a fight. I mean, I wanted to beat up those robo-sentries. They looked really fun to fight, but, that was easy.
Sometimes we catch a break.
A lot easier than I was expecting.
Yeah.
saved a lot of time and effort and pain. So, at least luck maybe is on our side for once.
Now all we need is a clean shot and we can take care of business. As long as they don't need those bullets for some other holy mission, we're fine.
Are you heading to the hellhole?
Once we get on our way, yeah, I'll join you there.
I'm gonna skip out. It's been a long day, and not being able to smoke at the manse, I'm gonna take a smoke break to myself in my room if you don't mind.
You do what you need to. You've done more than enough for us tonight, Pike.
I'll catch up.
And I think I owe Ophelia a drink.
All right, man, good luck. And I'm gonna head off to my room and just let the others do their thing.
It is still the middle of the night-ish. That's when you really thought that you'd have this opportunity. You set out, you got it. But there's still that air of, man, this is something that's dogged our bounty for months now. And finally, you thought it with the dawn, but now, finally, very possibly the actual tools at your disposal to bring this to an end, you can't help but take a moment to feel good about the direction you're heading in, to celebrate, and you do so. Pike, you head back to your room.
Yeah. My goal is to take a minute to just kind of like think about all of the events that have just basically transpired over the last 24 hours and the last several weeks. And the question about, like, have I been praying? I will, again, cross my legs and sit on the floor of my room and attempt to pray again to Alara. I feel like there's a rekindling of connection, and I want to see if this is something that I can kind of get back into and, like, get into the rhythm of, like, you know, some sort of practice. And I'm, shaking off the rust of saying these prayers that I'm recalling and are coming back, and think about this object that's still stored in the safe of my room, and the stories that I told Rhett about the experiences that I had and the awful creature that I encountered and what lies ahead of us. And hope to maybe get some more wisdom or knowledge or insight from whatever's out there.
You sit down, legs crossed. You settle in to once more get back in this routine, something you haven't done in a long time, that last brought you the visions of discord. Seeking to once more commune because of what you've been through, everything you've shared with Rhett, everything that you've been through up to this point, even the question hanging behind you of entering the vault, the disciple of the Lightbringer. You once more confused and seeking answer, you reach out to Laura. You experience all of these feelings as you once more focus your soul. You look both inward and outward, and you find what you're looking for. You again feel that presence at your right hand. From your gauntlet, in your gem, you feel the light of the phoenix. Then you see it. You open your eyes, and you stare out into space. And you see a glint of radiant light amidst the ether. You witness a sight you haven't seen since your youth. You witness a sight you thought you'd never see again. Leaving a streak that looks like the most beautiful neon vapor trail you've ever seen is a solar phoenix flying amongst the stars. And that is where we'll end the session.
Oh!